I hate the Toronto Blue Jays. And not just because they just swept us. This has been brewing for a long time now. I went to the game on Friday, and I know it's to be expected that there's going to be a lot of Canadians there. There's going to be a lot of Blue Jays fans. I get it. There's only one team in the entire country, and a lot of Blue Jays fans live on the West Coast. I understand that. But to sit in an opposing team's stadium and act like you own the place and start "Let's go Blue Jays" chants to chirp at Mariners players, that's not cool. I mean, you got to know your place. If I went into Toronto and watched a road game where the Blue Jays are playing the Mariners, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to wear my jersey, sure. I'm going to wear my hat. I'm going to wear my Mariners gear. But to act like I own the place, I don't think so. It's not only that why I hate this team. They could be so mediocre. They're literally at 500 now after sweeping the Mariners, and they're gonna get all this national attention. Oh, they swept, blah, like, oh my God, Vlad Guerrero. Oh my God, the whole fan base, the franchise, is so annoying. And in addition, when I was at the game, I'm there with my girlfriend and her friend, and the Blue Jays fans are screaming in our ears the entire time. Like the most obnoxious stuff, like, Dad, look, oh my God, the exit velocity on that one was 110. Oh my God, Dad, oh my God. Like, it was so annoying. And like putting food on my girlfriend's friend's shoulder, like, little kid stuff. I think now it goes for me Yankees, Astros, and Blue Jays as my least favorite franchises. They haven't hit all season. This team hasn't hit all season long. They've sucked. They've barely hit a home run. And now they want to turn it around against the red hot Mariners trying to win their 10th straight series. But it's more just the fans being obnoxious. Obviously, a very frustrating series. The vibes are at near a season low. I mean, the Giants, I still think, was worse. For this video, I'm not going to get too deep into stats. I mean, I'm going to bring up a few things here and there. But just going to talk about sort of the vibes of the team right now. They're low. Not only did you get swept by a very beatable team, where you probably should have won 2 out of 3 there. Now you play the Yankees, the best team in the AL East. And then you have the Padres. So 2 very good teams after getting swept. Honestly, with how bad the Mariners played this weekend, if they win 1 against New York, it'll be a win in my book. The Mariners got outscored 21-7 in the series. I don't think Logan Evans pitched that bad in game 2. But game 1 and today, your pitchers did not give you a chance. Castillo started the game when I was there, walked the first 2 batters. You're not setting yourself up for success if you're going to walk the first 2 batters and only go 5 innings. Another thing that was so frustrating about the series is the Mariners hit so many balls hard. They got caught the Blue Jays have a very good defense. If I looked at the stats, I'm sure the Blue Jays would be top of the league in outs above replacement and some of those defensive stats. But it's still frustrating when I was in right center field on this Friday game, and I literally saw Dalton Varsho rob a home run like 10 feet away from me, and that was so annoying because Ben Williamson does not get into balls very often, and he hit that ball along to one of the deeper parts of the field, and to have it get caught was so frustrating. In the 8th inning, the Mariners had the bases loaded with no outs, and they let Jimmy Garcia off the hook after he led off the inning, allowing 3 straight base runners. The Mariners had 17 hard hit balls in that game and an expected batting average of 300. So it's not as if, they were getting lucky flaring balls to right field and, bloop shots here and there. They were hitting the ball hard and they were not getting rewarded for it. So that was frustrating. Game 2 was the start of their regression throughout the series. 12 hard hit balls in that game. They were all off Bowden. I think it's Bowden Francis. He's had a terrible start of the season, but his 2 starts against the Mariners, he's gone deep in those games and somehow not allowed much offensive production. He allowed, I think, 3 runs in that game. He hit 12 balls hard. You expect to score more than 3 runs, but I guess not. And the Blue Jays just seem to dribble ground balls through the right side to no end in that game too. Just like every single one of their hits, I think, was to the right side, it felt like. And then today, Bryce Miller looked like he was going to have a bounce back start and start to look like himself. I mean, he's still not there. But going into, I believe, the fifth inning, it's a 2-1 Blue Jays lead. Very, very attainable to come back in that game. Bryce Miller was looking decent up to that point. Vladdy had a double. Barger walks. And then Miller throws a meatball, 93-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle. And George Springer hits it way out to left field. And that was the beginning of the end of the game for the Mariners. I didn't need that much out of Bryce. I just want to see him get a quality start. It can be the ugliest quality start in the world. I need some confidence from him. For his own sake, not just for my well-being. For his own sake. I would love to see him go 6 innings. Maybe give up 3 runs. Maybe a couple of walks. That's fine. But it seems like he hit a wall there. Ended up giving up 7 earned runs because in the top of the 6th, Lucas gets on, Clement gets on, and then former Mariners top prospect Jonathan Clase hits a double to score 2 runs. Then Barger hits a homer in the 7th, and Lucas hits a single, and Springer scores. 9-1 loss. It's hard not to be pessimistic as a Mariners fan. It really is. Because we saw what happened last year. Blew a 10-game lead in the AL West. Didn't even make the playoffs. So to see a sweep against a mediocre team, mediocre's even putting it like, that's giving them a little bit too much, I think. They're not a good team. Even if I'm from an objective point of view. They have good starting pitching. They haven't allowed a lot of runs. The games they've won this year have been run prevention and small ball. And suddenly they decide they want to hit in the least hitter-friendly ballpark in the major leagues. So my mind right now is telling me, even though I want to be positive about this team, they have been really hot recently. An objective point of view would be, wow, they just got off winning 9 straight series. It's probably just a little hiccup, and the offense is still going to be there. But what my mind's telling me is, wow, the Yankees are about to sweep us. It's going to be 6 straight losses. Maybe you win one against the Padres, and all of a sudden, you're not in the lead in the AL West anymore. I mentioned this in previous videos. I'm expecting offensive aggression, and it looks like it's already starting. I thought it might have started in the Athletics series, and I might have been right on my drive back from Seattle. I was watching some other Mariners content. Jay's Trying podcast always keeps me level-headed, but he mentioned that maybe if Logan Gilbert and George Kirby start 2 of these games, we're looking at a completely different story where maybe the Mariners squeeze out a game or 2. The Mariners of last year would love to have scored 3 runs. Like 3 runs would have been plenty, it felt like last year, with how dominant the pitching staff was. But now, you're not getting the pitching that you need, and Kirby's not going to be back till the end of the month. Gilbert might be a little bit longer till June. If we're already seeing the offense start to come down to earth and plummeting hard, it feels like right now, what's going to happen in the next couple weeks? The pitching, with where it's at in the injury situation, is not ready for the lineup to fall back to a pedestrian status. It's not. The regular starters that you have in there are not doing well. Castillo, it feels like you flip a coin as to whether he's going to have a quality start or not. And when he doesn't, his command is nowhere to be seen. Miller, I can't completely blame him because he's dealing with a lot of soreness in his arm and his back is locking up on him. I get that, but he just does not look like himself. And mentally, he doesn't look confident. Still yet to record a quality start. Emerson Hancock has been solid. I'm gonna give him his flowers until he proves me otherwise. But really, with him, you don't know how long this is gonna last. It's hard to have confidence that he's gonna continue to put up quality starts, especially when he's tomorrow facing the New York Yankees, who have the best offense in the league, and that's by stats, not just me saying that. when he's a contact pitcher. You got Aaron Judge, who gets on base literally half the time, and he's batting 409 now after today's blowout against the Athletics. Logan Evans has done a decent job. He's new to the league. I'm going to give him a huge leash, but at the end of the day, he's a seventh starting pitcher in this organization. He is not supposed to be starting every fifth day. That is not what your game plan was going into the season. Your game plan was to have a pretty mediocre offense going into the season. Mediocre offense, dominant pitching. The script has been flipped already this season, and the offense has been great up until this series. But the pitching has been nowhere to be seen, and you just can't expect Logan Evans and Emerson Hancock to carry that load. It's not going to happen. Brian Wu, I don't even need to say anything because he's been nails, and he's going to pitch in this Yankees series. But the confidence level is very low right now for me. If you're a fan of the Mariners or pretty much any team in the Pacific Northwest, you understand why. Like we can't have nice things. It's not allowed for us. We're not allowed to have nice things. When we start to win, God or whatever being you believe in is going to be like, no, you guys are too happy there. Go back to hiking and wearing Birkenstocks. You don't get to win. It's not allowed. And the offense, I knew it wasn't sustainable, but I wasn't expecting it to fall off like this. I mean, a lot of season left, but I'm tired of being the laughingstock of the national media when a team like Toronto can just slip by and have a 17-20 record going into this series, and probably they're just going to get glazed to no end after sweeping the Mariners, even though they've sucked and we've been good. But on like a more macro scale, I'm just tired of us being a joke franchise. It's not fair to all of the terrific fans in the Pacific Northwest. It's not fair to the players that work hard every day, and the front office just doesn't want to support them with better talent. It's hard to be scared in May that your team's going to blow it, but that's how it feels, and I'm begging to be proven wrong in the Yankees series and the Padres series. I hope they don't blow any games in Chicago after that, and it would be great to get a divisional win in Houston. That's probably when Kirby's going to come back, so hopefully the vibes are better by then. Just the feeling right now for me is that this is the beginning of the end, and I don't like feeling that way, and I know that it's only one series after a 9-series win streak. Anyway, thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for watching. I started an Instagram page for this channel so that you don't have to see all this on my personal account. If you know anyone who likes the Mariners and is probably as upset as me right now, send this to them. Like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see from this channel. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Go Ams.